Hey, how's it going, everyone, and welcome back. We are in the basement looking for something new. The tapes, we found a picture, like a treasure hunt thing, and we found a tape. We're gonna play the tape. Is that, yeah, I think that kind of looks like a microwave, but I think. Let's play the tape and see. And we can talk to Peggy through the intercom, so. Play.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me.
That's Clive.
Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down
Shelves
here.
and.
Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Yeah, right there.
Time of autopsy is 7
Female
a.m.
speaker.
Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death.
5 hours. So it's. What are you? Oh, that's the Starling 4000. The dude with the dog was talking about. I just installed 4000. So we're still. I thought this is it. This is the final one, but I believe we have more, and this is a delivery note. Shipping date. We got St. Gabriel's Hospital, Christine's Gas and Repair, Roller Ricky. Yeah, that's the guy. Roller Ricky, 6 Romero Street, delivered and installed. And Woodside Apartments, unable to install, required no parts, no installation date. I'm gonna try to remember to pick this up, because we're definitely gonna need that. You got a motherboard here. Yeah, I'll try to remember to pick this up after we're done here. Let me take a. I heard something, man. Yeah, atmosphere. Okay, there's like a thing. Yeah, that's the one.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face.
This looks useful.
Typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet. As though the deceased had been running without stopping.
September. Oh, the 3rd of September. That's what that dude from the gas station, Chuck Brody, was saying. Today's the day. Date of report is 3rd of September, 68. That's like 19. Is it 19? Yeah, 19 years ago. We're in 87. That's in 68. A jogger, Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that a body has been found washed up in the reservoir. In the reservoir, I drove out, investigated, and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office, and then the boy's parents, they informed me that they had not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd. So he was... Yeah, I don't think it's an accident. I don't think it's a... He got drunk and drowned. How can I put this down? The other one is... Yeah, there are like... I don't know what these are. Like machines. So you stay there. And the one on the tape is like the thing, the corners or whatever they're called. It's like foliage, running through foliage. I don't think it's over there. Let's continue here. Some soundproofing. Yeah, that's the one.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no
There's
signs
a
of
fan.
inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Cortisol. Let's look for the fan. You.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door. Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Oh, so he died somewhere and he was taken somewhere else. He was killed, let's say, somewhere, and he was transported somewhere else by the killer or killers. You know, I think those are the targets, you know, that the whistling man is targeting. Okay, we have some papers or documents and another tape. Where is that? Wait, let me see. Yeah, that's easy to spot. I mean, if we see it. It's not on a shelf, one of those shelves. Yeah, that one. What are you? There's another tape here, but I wanna do them in order. What is this?
It is the coroner's opinion that the
this
subject
has to be
likely feared
important.
for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording. Shut it off.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan.
Sullivan. Wait, that was one of the callers.
Shut it off.
Wait. There was a caller with the frat boys that her name was like, she was Sullivan, and then she said Virginia, right? That was her. That's the woman on the tape. So yeah, he's been targeting them.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay.
A new vinyl for my collection.
I've got subscriptions to
Right, let's restart it.
newspapers all over the country. weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst that I can. I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say. That I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell?
What?
Peggy is not gonna believe this.
So Clive is not the killer, but he was hired by an employer. Who's his employer? But from what we heard so far, it was like the coroner's report or whatever about the incident, and we still haven't seen this. Let's get to a better light so we can read. Okay, disable that. So it's by home address. We got 2nd of September. The deceased is a Caucasian male, age 18. The cause of death is established to be drowning. As shown by the signs of asphyxiation. Abrasion were found in history. Deceased being aggressive and getting into fights in the past. No other injuries were observed, and from the coroner's opinion, there is no evidence of foul play. Additionally, Examiner Virginia Sullivan. I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia. So Clive, he's the one who interrupted her, and he was like, oh, you have to change the report. So the report here making George sound like he's like a bad dude who gets into fights and aggressive, and he drowned. He just drowned. Additional toxicology report indicates he sees a high level of alcohol in his blood. Yeah, but the first couple of tapes that we heard are the real thing. And this guy is like, if you hear this at the start, I wanted to restart it, but it was long, and when I stopped it, it didn't restart or rewind. So he was like, if you hear this, I'm gonna be dead. So what I'm thinking is he's the dude that died at the start. Maybe, I don't know, but we played as someone who died. The masked man got to him. Humpty Dumpty, a story of love, tragedy, and betrayal, starring Maisie Cartwright as Dawn, George Barrow as Henry, also with Marie Campbell as Annie. Oh, Dawn, that's Dawn. Is that the director? That's Gallows Creek Gallows Creek High. Blah 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 blah. I can't talk. Gallows Creek. Blah blah blah. Gallows Creek High presents Humpty Dumpty. So Dawn. So is she like she? Is it that woman? And what song she wanted to play? Long Ride. Something like that. I gotta check it. It's the red vinyl. So here, Maisie Cartwright. Maybe that's because George Barrow as Henry, and it's like a story of love, tragedy, and betrayal. Interesting. Now I know I'm Oh, interesting indeed. So Dawn, we need to know more about Dawn because I don't trust her now. She's probably like George died and it's like his friend or girlfriend, and she didn't forget. She was like, yo, one day you motherfuckers are gonna pay for what you did. Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to remember. I wanted to do something before leaving. So let's talk to. Oh, I forgot to tell her what I found, but hopefully we'll tell her everything here. Let me. You know what? Let's tell Peggy what happened.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Oh, that's the
Something's
first tape
bugging
we
me,
heard.
Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got
Well,
here
it's Virginia.
recently.
Virginia Sullivan.
I don't know. Found another
The
tape.
frat house.
Talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds
Okay, he's gonna
like
just
he
go
was
through
running
them.
for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurant.
Yep.
Wasn't her name Virginia?
She said Sullivan,
We
and
need to
then
call her
she
back
said
once
Virginia.
we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right?
Yeah, up there.
There's no
maybe.
forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important
Nerd.
right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found
Obviously,
somewhere
since the
other
postmortem
than what the report
injuries.
suggests. That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive? Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording.
Clive.
I think it was Clive.
Yep.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up
But
what
it's
happened to
time
George.
To pay the
I,
piper.
I
And we
think I
saved
found
those
Clive's
assholes.
last recording.
I mean,
I think Clive might
they
be
should
gone.
go to jail.
Gone?
I found a
But
confession.
we saved them.
Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think he's the
We've had
guy
a
we
lot
played
of
as at
callers
the
tonight,
start.
but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people.
Employer.
Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident, and they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need
I'm
to
ready.
figure out our next step.
I'm ready. I mean, his employer, they must have a lot of, have power.
Thank God you're
money.
back, Forrest.
It's probably
I've
that
been running
asshole
out of stuff to
Junior.
pad
What's
our
his name?
airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean,
No, not you.
really?
You.
How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
I want to see his name, Gallows something. No, not Play Me ASAP, not that one. This one.
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line.
No.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Wait, we picked up a new thing. It has a tiger on it. I didn't get to read that because I was, yeah. The eyes of the tiger.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Let's see what Virginia has to say about this.
Fretman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose?
Plunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No.
Teddy
It's
Gallows
nothing.
Jr.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Sorry to hear that, but listen, hey, we need to talk.
What about?
We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No, I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
Why are you so certain Clive's the whistling man?
Because all those years ago,
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest well,
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no, but, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said.
Yeah, rich
and that
boy.
if I ever spoke about this,
It's probably
he'd
that
beat
guy.
me to within
Teddy.
an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
All right, a lot to...
So, Virginia is tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details?
Okay, here's
Well,
what...
we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
All right, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
All right, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio.
Okay, they keep talking. But what...
Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16
The Scream.
And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Really? Well, that sounds nice. I might just call you back tomorrow then, too.
You got my number. But what about tonight? Is there anything you want to talk about right now?
Remember why we called, Forrest.
Of course. Do you know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd have chased after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Sandra, we know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
Sandra? Who was he?
He said if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river, I'm sorry.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better.
Yeah, I know
You
who
truly
she's
did
talking
great,
about.
Forrest.
Who she
Well,
talk-
folks,
is
if
talking about
anyone out there has
Teddy
any
Teddy
thoughts
Gallows
on
Jr.
what's going on
Jerk.
tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
I mean, who else would have money to pay?
Caller on line 1.
I really want to play the new song that we found.
Welcome to 189.16 The Scream with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight.
Yeah, that's
but I
definitely
wondered if you could
Ponty's.
send this special birthday message
That's
to my
definitely
uncle.
Ponty's.
You know what? I'd welcome a change of pace. I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my God, damn it!
Yes! Tell him he can get the best birthday deals and party packages here at Pony's Pizza. Starling at
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Sorry, Forrest.
Yeah,
Let's
he
just
called
move
in
on.
with an
We've
accent,
already
and I
got
was like,
another caller on the line.
that's guy.
This is 189.16 The
The
Scream.
Scream.
I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller. Ponty.
Ponty's Pizza always
Oh my
delivers.
God.
Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there.
This guy's annoying as hell.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay? Forrest?
I hope the whistling man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry, that was too much.
It's okay. It's been a high-stress night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Folks, don't spend your money at Ponty's Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. Who may I say is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Dawn. I
Yeah, I
bet
wanna-
know
I
why
wanna-
you're
I
calling.
wanna
I'm
hear
sorry
more.
I didn't play your song. There's a lot going on. But please,
Never mind that now.
I'll
Forrest,
play
I'm
your
calling
stupid song.
Because I need your help.
are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
you?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
Helping? You didn't help. Wait, let me try. You just wanted to play the song, and then you were like, I have information, and you didn't say shit.
Helping? You didn't exactly help.
Maybe I've been helping more than you know. I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next, after Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out.
Hey,
I
Starling
need you to help me
for
get inside.
1,000.
Can a neighbor let you in?
I only moved in last week. I don't know anybody yet. There's not even a buzzer here, only the keypad for the entry code. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the new Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park, but I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
Sound really carries at night. Shit.
That's a dog. That's a dog. Did the car run over a dog? Noisy part of town.
I'm guessing you're not a dog person.
No, I'm not. It's my neighbor's
Oh,
dog. Boy, I
Roller
wish he'd muzzle that
Ricky.
thing and
Ricky
now he's
Roller.
blasting David Scopo out of his window. This night can't get any. It's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please, I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
Well, I don't hear whistling. Yeah, I don't trust her, man.
What's your neighbor's name?
I don't know my neighbors, remember? Please, I need to get in.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Six digits. Sounds like that would be hard to remember. Starling 4000. User manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy.
Yes, very hard, especially on a night like this.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you. I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment.
Okay, so I think I wasn't paying attention to the name. Is it
You
here?
were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something?
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird about that.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what, we have a Starling 4000 or whatever here at K-Town.
Well, look.
Clive bought
we
one
have
for the
it.
station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure.
Okay, we have
who.
maintenance call.
But
Please
to help someone.
change these codes immediately. We have maintenance call, code, alarm test, warning. This is set
Okay,
on.
so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments.
Alarm
and
test
somewhere
deactivation code and
Clive
entry
probably
code.
has the papers for the Starling 4000.
I already have it. So what I'm thinking is I don't trust Dawn at all. That's what I'm just gonna say. I didn't hear the whistles. I didn't hear like the whistling man, and the dog is where Ricky, what's his name? Yeah, Ricky with the dog Max, live. So, man, I'm not. I don't trust her. So I'ma give her the alarm test. Whatever happens, happens. Cause
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Good. And did you find anything else?
Nothing except the manual.
All right. Well, I'll get Dom back on the line then, Forrest. I'll let you take it from here.
Thanks, Peggy.
When you're ready, shut the music off.
should we call what's his face? Ricky? To warn him?
Line 1, whenever you're ready.
Don, are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16
The Scream.
Oh, thank God you're back. I've been so afraid. What's
Yeah.
the code to the gate?
Yeah, I mean, come on. The dude is inside her neighbor with the dog, and definitely he was like, oh, he's the one that said, the anniversary. I don't know. I don't remember what he said. He said something about getting over something, and that dog helped him. So he's probably part of what happened, to George. But I mean,
The code is
I'm going with this.
191519.
Thank you, Forrest.
oh no.
Son of a bitch. Ah!
Oh no, yeah.
Is she?
Yeah, stay out!
Yeah, roller
Nobody
Ricky.
disrespects
That's
the sanctity of the ring. Don't ever come back here again. I'm calling the cops.
Thank God.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ricky, get back inside and turn on the radio. Whoever that was, she was trying to break into the ring.
She? Forrest, man, you got no idea. That was him. That was the whistling man. The alarm gave me just enough time to get my rifle. I don't like hurting folk, but I can't let anything happen to Maxie. He's my best friend, you know? Listen, man, I'm heading back inside. Gonna barricade that window. My man, thank you. You and Peggy can skate for free whenever you want, forever. That's a done deal.
Thanks, Ricky. Can't wait.
You
the
got
Humpty
it.
Dumpty.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
The Humpty
Gallows
Dumpty
Creek.
thing.
Here's the music.
I mean,
Process
what's
what
her name? Maisie Cartwright
happened.
as Dawn. So that was like the sign that I was like, oh, she was with George. You know, love, whatever, and betrayal. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, so she's just trying to
I better put a record on.
avenge George and the cover up of like his death, but you know, she's killing people, so the police should get them all. Maybe, I don't know, man, but I'm saving people here. That's not my job to decide who gets what punishment, you
Dead
know?
air is a crime, Forrest.
All right, let's play you.
So, the whistling man is a woman?
I had my suspicions.
Yeah, sure, Forrest. You just never mentioned it. She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
Yeah, and I kind of put two and two together at the end there with more evidence and information, with more intel.
I knew she wasn't right.
Is that right, Sherlock?
Yes.
Why do you think she requested that song?
To get me outside?
Maybe, but how? She didn't know the song was outside to start with.
That's right. She never actually attacked me out there.
So?
Oh,
What now?
I guess I should make an announcement. We do have new info.
So
Okay,
Dawn
kill
is
the
Dawn
music
like
and
one
you
of
can make the
the
announcement.
workers here? I don't know, but
Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. Here's our take. We now believe the killer is actually a woman, one who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you. We're neighbors. Look out for each other and stay safe. The killer was calling themselves Dawn. This could be a fake name. If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in.
I mean,
You folks have
they
my
didn't
new
mention
number, right?
Maisie
It's
Cartwright.
911. Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our killer.
That's a character in that play.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call.
Yeah, well, no, we're not. We are not. We are stopping here, ending this episode. But I'll see you guys on the next episode, and then we'll continue. I believe we're we're there. Like maybe the next episode is the finale. So stay tuned for that. I'm enjoying this so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode. More of Killer Frequency. Peace.